Hey guys, Tommy Bryson here, and for the very first time, a lot of people got laid off from work, but they didn't have to really worry about bills that much because everyone was on the same page when it came to like, hey, it's okay. You don't have to pay anything right now because I know and I understand exactly what's going on. So the whole point is this, guys. I think there's always a hidden opportunity into every bad situation, including one like this. So right now might be the perfect time to ask yourself, well, is this a good thing that I don't have to go back to work? And what are some signs that show me if I don't really like this job? Well, in this video right here, I'm gonna give you guys 3 signs that show if that job is good or if that job is bad. And that way, you know what to do when you have to go back to work. And that is whether you want to go back or you want to go ahead and find a new job / new career. Now, I will also be making videos, for example, on how to make more passive income. So if you guys want to watch more of those videos, well, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notified, because again, I also do post videos every single day on YouTube. And also like this video, and that way I know you enjoy these videos and I'll make more of these videos also. Now, the very first sign that shows that you might not enjoy that job, but it might actually be a good thing, is this, okay? Because of everything that happened, a lot of people, although they didn't have to go to work, some people had to work remotely. That means working from home for the very first time in a company that said it was never possible to actually do this. Now, the very special thing about this is that now you have proof that you can actually work from home and do the same amount of work, or probably even better, without all the distractions of having to work in an office. So for example, guys, okay, if you work in an office and you have to work 8 hours every single day and you have work, well, you're probably going to stretch your work the full 8 hours, even though you're not really being efficient, because even if you finish fast or first, well, now you have nothing to do and you're probably going to get extra work that you're not being paid for or compensated for. So the point is, once this is over, what I recommend you do is this, guys, okay? I recommend you go to your employer and ask them like, hey, you know, I really enjoy this job, but I noticed that my performance is actually better when I work from home. And since now they know, for example, that you actually work from home and they have data to prove it, well, now they'll be more likely to say like, hey, I understand that, Tommy, Mandy, Billy, whatever your name is, I understand that. And yes, let's start with a trial basis of maybe you stay home 2 days a week and let's see exactly how you perform. And literally, work that used to take you 8 hours can take you 4 hours or 2 hours with you at home without even wearing any pants, but no one knows that, so don't worry about it. But the point is, if you can now work from home, it might be a good opportunity to ask your employer when you go back, like, hey, I actually want to work more from home, and that way you have more time to do what you actually want to do, because again, you can get more of the work done without all the distractions of being in an office, okay? And now, guys, number 2 is that now that you don't have a job to actually go to, it's probably a good tell sign to see exactly where all your money was going. Tommy, what do you mean here? The answer is, you know, a lot of Uber drivers, a lot of barbers, well, now they know for sure that they couldn't really kind of live the way they were living without really having that job, even though that job didn't really cover everything. What I mean is this, okay, guys, a lot of people had a lot more expenses than their job could actually handle. So the point is that we're surviving, but not really thriving. So what this means is you want to ask yourself, well, do I actually want to do Uber or work here or there, or do I want to get into a more stable career that pays me more money and I'm probably happier actually doing, and also takes me less time? Because being a barber, being a Uber driver, or for example, even working at a cash or small business, well, in reality, those jobs are very hard to do and they're usually a lot of physical work, okay? So the point is, right now would be the perfect time to ask yourself, well, do I want to go back to that job? Because if I lose it, I have no benefits, to be honest with you. Or do I actually want to go into a more stable career that if anything happens, I have more stability just in case, okay? Now, the third sign is this, guys, okay? Well, what happens if you actually wake up every single morning now and you actually feel better about not having to go to work? Now, this is more like a emotional state of mind where now you're saying like, hey, I actually feel better, more psychological. And the point is, you know, if you feel better during everything that's going on about staying at home and not having to go to work, well, that is an obvious sign that you did not enjoy what you were doing. And that goes especially for people that have a degree and think that, hey, Tommy, you know, I already have the degree. Although I don't like the job, I don't want to waste the money because at the end of the day, I took out student loans, I have to pay for this degree, so the last thing I want to do is not make it actually worth it for me by just quitting right now and going somewhere else. But the answer is, guys, you know, when it comes to money, money is a renewable resource. Right now, the Federal Reserve is going to print around $2 trillion. However, when it comes to your life, well, that's not really a renewable resource, it is finite, meaning it will run out. So when you're picking between, well, money, you can make that anywhere, okay, or your life and being happy, you can't really get that time back. So don't really see it as, oh, I'm gonna quit, but the money has been wasted. No, it doesn't matter, okay? The point is you can go somewhere else and make the money back and be more happy and enjoy your life more, because at the end of the day, you cannot do anything about wasted time, but you can do something about wasted money. And that's why I want to make sure you guys leave this video right here with information on the steps to take to actually go through with your decision to actually kind of leave that job, okay? So number one is this, okay? The first thing you have to do is make the decision to actually leave that job if you're serious about it. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys probably thought about this a long time, even before everything happens, that you probably didn't like this job, or maybe you do, okay? Because around 80% of people out there do not like their jobs. And you might be the 20% that actually enjoy your job. So in that case, this video is not for you. But if you are a part of that 80% of people that don't like their jobs, well, now it's time to say, for example, like, hey, I do not want this job. And I want you to write down exactly why do you not like this job and why are you not happy doing this job. And you have to write it down because that way you have a powerful why. And when your work actually starts up, because I'm not telling you to quit right now, because when you go back to work, well, the routine and the habits are going to take over. But when you look at that paper that says like, hey, here's the why to why I do not want to be here, that's going to keep you focusing on, well, what is next for me and what exactly do I actually want to do. Now, number two is this, guys. I want you to make a list of potential jobs that you think that you might actually enjoy. Now, the whole point is this, okay? You want a list of at least 5 to 10 jobs or careers, and do not be afraid to put it into different industries. So if you work, for example, into tech, but you also want to try something else, then put that down. That is fine. The point is 5 to 10 different jobs that you might think that you might enjoy, and write down why do you want to do it, okay? How much will it pay you? And on top of that, what do you need to actually get that job right there? So write down all 3 of those things right there, and that way you know exactly what you need to do, why you want to try it. And on top of that, if you do try it, if it doesn't work out, then try something else in your list, and don't stop trying things until you find out that thing that you actually enjoy doing the most. Because again, you can make money, but you can't make your time back. And people spend like a third of their life working, so it might as well spend that time doing something you actually enjoy doing. And now, guys, lastly, number 3 is that you might want to lower your expenses, and that way you can take a lower pay cut. Tommy, what do you mean here? I want to work, I want to make money, but in reality, when you really think about it, guys, okay, the whole point is that, you know, money is pretty cool. It's pretty awesome, right? You want to make money for the work you do, but in reality, when you think about it, say for example, you're working a job and you're getting paid around $70,000. However, if you stop living in that fancy place that you live right now that you don't need, and on top of that, you put away that car that you definitely don't need either, well, would you be happier with a pay cut with another job that you actually enjoy more, or would you only really care about that money and driving around in that fancy car? The answer is usually, I don't really know, okay? And you kind of don't know because everything kind of looks like, oh, you need all the expensive stuff, but in reality, you really don't, okay? So if YouTube only paid me, say for example, $1,000 or $5,000 every single month, would I do YouTube or would I go to my accounting career that pays me a lot more money? The answer is going to be, well, I'll stay at YouTube because again, I love making videos every single day. However, if I did have a lot of expenses, then the goal would be to lower the expenses to make sure I can do the career I enjoy doing the most and be happy with that, and then use the money I make from that career to make more money eventually, and then buy the stuff I want to buy even though I don't really need it. So that's it for this video, guys, okay? Comment down below and let me know, when it comes to your job, are you going to go back? Do you like it? Do you not like it? and what is your why to actually not liking that job, okay? And on top of that, guys, do not forget, make that list of 5 to 10 jobs. By the way, comment down below right now and comment down below 5 careers or 5 jobs that you want to try out. And do not be afraid of trying things out. The entire point of life is trying things out. And look for 3 things, okay? Something you like, something you're good at, and on top of that, something that makes you money. If you find all 3 of those things, you're good to go and you are in the green. And as always, guys, make sure you guys like this video. That way I know I should make more of these videos. And also subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified. And if you want to talk to me one-on-one, uno, just DM me on Instagram, type Bryson. And before I go, if you want to watch the full video on how exactly I make around $23,000 per month, watch this video right here. And also look at my face right here to also start right now. And see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. And as always, peace.